Hey, this is day 3 of my 30-day sleep challenge, and I've had a particularly bad night's sleep last night. I've woken up feeling pretty groggy, but I'm still planning to attack the day. I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you exactly my sleep score last night as well in this video. So if you've woken up and you're wondering how can I still be productive, how can I still get things back on track, this video is going to be for you. So, how to do 2 hours of deep work after a bad night's sleep. Okay, you can join this community, but let's get on with it. So, I'm literally off the back of a bad night's sleep. This was my sleep performance last night, and it looks far better than what I actually experienced. So, it says 89% hours of sleep, 6 hours 58. Needed about an hour more than that. In reality, I think I slept less than that. I remember waking up at 3 a.m., looking at my phone, 5 a.m. I remember really struggling to sleep. And yeah, very surprised that it says I've got 89%. But this morning, definitely don't feel refreshed. Feel like I've had a bad night's sleep. But needing to start the day. So we're going to talk about how I can recover from that and still get 2 hours of deep work in, still be productive, and still, you know, attack the day and make sure I recover and get some good sleep tonight. That's the plan. So here's gonna talk about 3 sections. The first one, immediate morning recovery. So that's when you wake up and you feel like you had a bad night's sleep, but you need to keep going. So what do? This was me this morning. Basically have some sort of morning routine. So hydrate and nourish. Start by drinking a glass of water. This rehydrates the body. You might be feeling bad in some part just from dehydration, so may as well try and reverse the reversibles. You want to get some food on board if you usually have breakfast. Make sure your body has that sugar, providing you with sustained energy. This one's a big one, so even if you feel tired, even if you don't feel like doing it, if you zap your body into action, do some light exercise and stretching, or even go to the gym, go for a run early in the morning. That's a really good way of waking your body up, and you'll feel a lot better, even if you're sleep deprived, to carry on with the day. So engage in light exercise or stretching, increase blood flow and wake up your muscles. It helps shake off grogginess and improves mental clarity. So, and probably the thing you want to do earlier than the exercise is sunlight exposure. So you want to get outside as soon as possible. Admittedly, I haven't done this yet this morning, but I really could benefit from, even if it's not a nice day like today, which it's a bit cloudy, as you can see. But I think getting outside, getting that fresh air is very beneficial, and it's something I need to do. I'm going to go and do that after this video. So yeah, it's good to regulate your circadian rhythm. Exposure helps increase alertness and boost your mood by enhancing serotonin production as well. Yeah, it definitely wakes you up. There's nothing that wakes you up better than sunlight. So definitely, if you can get outside and it's sunny to some degree, do that. Even if you're feeling sleepy, that will help you a lot. And that's what I'm going to do after this video, definitely. It'll make me feel better. So the second section is going to be midday strategies to maintain energy. So undoubtedly, when you don't have a good night's sleep, like for me last night, I'm going to feel a bit of a slump in the afternoon. How am I going to tackle this? Power naps are always an option. So I could take a power nap of 10 to 20 minutes to recharge my brain without entering deep sleep. This could significantly improve my focus, or your focus, and cognitive function for the rest of the day, especially if you just feel like you're hitting a wall and you have that time, you have that option. Maybe you're not at work, but you are at home and you just feel like you're not productive. It's okay to lie down. It's okay to spend up to an hour, in my opinion, and it can make you feel better for the second half of the day and make you productive as well. Obviously that's not an option for everyone if you're at work or whatever. Caffeine timing, so if you do choose to use caffeine, you can use it to your benefit. You can be strategic about this, so consuming caffeine ideally mid-morning or early afternoon to avoid disrupting your sleep later that night. a moderate amount can boost alertness and performance without leading to a crash. So especially if you're really feeling the debilitating effects in the short term in the morning, then you can use caffeine to your advantage to just get you through that hump. I wouldn't recommend drinking caffeine in the first hour after you wake up, because you've still got some adenosine built up on your receptors. So you want to wait for that to clear before you engage in caffeine, which then binds to these receptors and blocks adenosine from attaching to it. But you need to make sure that the adenosine clears off first. So you want to give yourself an hour. You want to do the simple things first: hydrate yourself, exercise, sunlight exposure, and just give yourself that time before you consume caffeine. And you obviously don't want to do it too late in the day, because that will keep you up and disrupt your sleep tonight. I personally am not going to use caffeine. I haven't been drinking caffeine for nearly a year, and that's just a personal choice. I think you can use it effectively in moderation, and you can use it strategically, but I prefer to just not have that option, to figure things out without caffeine. So, balanced meals and hydration as well. You can just make sure you keep optimizing other factors that also contribute to feeling awake and feeling alert. So eating a balanced meal, carbohydrates, etc. Drinking water regularly. This is also important to keep your energy levels steady. So it's not all about sleep. Obviously, that's very important. And when you're deprived of it, you're going to feel like the only thing you want is sleep. But it's important to keep other parts of your habits in check. It's so tempting when you're sleep deprived for your diet to go out the window, because you're maybe wanting more sugary stuff, stuff to keep you awake. But yeah, making sure you're on point with that is also important. Okay, so preparing for deep work itself, that's the whole point of this, is how can we, despite a bad night's sleep, despite sleep deprivation, how can we still get our deep work done? And that's important on these days, because you're not guaranteed to have good sleep every single day. It's about the long term, and you're going to have these days regardless. That's just what happens. Don't beat yourself up about it. You still can be productive. You still can get the deep work in. So it's just applying the same principles of deep work. So creating a focused environment. These rules still apply. Minimal interruptions. You can use noise cancelling headphones or background music to enhance concentration. You can use the Pomodoro technique, which just basically gives you that 5 minutes of rest every 25 minutes. These short breaks will motivate you and sustain your focus and productivity and prevent burnout during these deep work sessions. And it might be that you have to be more kind to yourself during these sleep deprived days. You might not be able to focus for as long. You might need more breaks, and it's about listening to your body, and it's about being kind to yourself, and but still getting some work done. It's about keeping up the habit. You might not have your best sessions, but that is what I would say. And then once you've done your deep work, which you can definitely do once you've had a decent day, it's about re-establishing that good sleeping habit. You want a good night's sleep tonight. So I want a good night's sleep tonight. How am I going to do this? I've woken up, at 6:30 a.m. like I planned to. Not feeling refreshed, but that's okay. It's good that I got up. I'm hoping to still be tired tonight at a good time. So I'm planning a relaxing evening routine to ensure a better night's sleep and recovery. I'm going to avoid screens for at least an hour before bed, so a 1 hour digital detox. Might do a little bit of meditation. I'm keeping my environment cool and dark. So the point is that despite this disruption, my plan is to get back into the habit for tonight. If I'm going to sleep at 11, I want to wind down digitally by 10. I think it's just about controlling what you can control and aiming for long-term good sleep. So these things happen. You can still get your deep work done. It might just not be as focused as times when you're fully rested, but that's okay. Okay, thank you for the video, and yes, ignore all of that because that's part of it different. Okay, so get to work and join the community.